it is Friday, April 26th, and today's video is coming to you in 3 parts. Part 1 is the Knitter's Frolic. I am here just setting up with zigzag stitches. So here's a booth. It is all project cases and needle cases, and there's one in particular I want you to see, or two. TARDIS bags! So Doctor Who fans, check that out. And if you can stop by tomorrow, we'll be here all day tomorrow vending. Alright, on to part 2. Part 2 is Fail Friday, of course, and my failure costume for this week is from Stellvia of the Universe. It's basically a high school drama which takes place in space. What's not to like? And I wanted to make one of the school uniforms. This is what they look like, and this is as far as I got. Yeah, I honestly at this point don't even remember what happened there, but something did, and after I got the skirt done, that was it. It's too hot in here. Oh my goodness, okay. There, better. As for part 3, like I said on Wednesday, I'm going to answer a question. And this is from Sasami-chan, who asks, I have heard stories of cosplayer contacts and eye infections. Any tips on avoiding that? And do I have any sites or brands I would recommend? Well, contacts and eye health and safety is a subject that I tend to get a little bit worked up about. Coincidentally, last year during VEDA, I did a rant about contacts, and I think we should probably start by watching that. I'll wait. Just in case you couldn't tell, vision is very important to me, and I don't understand when other people tend to disregard that. In terms of a little bit more general thing, not that specific story I was talking about last year, I'm going to make a sweeping generalization here and say most, if not all, the problems are coming from young people who think they're invincible, don't realize that there are health risks involved, and do whatever they want, with direct sources of the problems being improper use of the contacts and wearing poor quality contacts. Now, it's one thing to personally take advice that people give about your eyes and disregard it and say, well, I don't want to do that and you can't make me, and that's true, I can't make you do anything. But don't pass that information along to other people as advice. Don't say, well, I've been doing this thing you're not supposed to be doing for years and I'm okay. No, let them hear what you're supposed to be doing. You don't want to be the source of somebody else's health problems down the road. And that having been said, I am not going to be telling you how to take care of your contacts, how to wash them, how to take them in and out of your eyes. That is the job of a medical healthcare professional. I am a cosplayer on YouTube. You need to be getting your information on how to do that stuff properly from the person you're supposed to be getting that information from. Now, a big point I feel I need to make is that contacts to me are the least important part of any costume. Seriously, it is nothing more than icing on the cake. Nothing, it's just an extra that you could have maybe if you want to, similar to, say, trying to emulate a character's voice. It's nothing that you remotely need to have. Unfortunately, a lot of the people who are getting into cosplay nowadays, especially seeing all the photos that are out there of all of the cosplayers who are wearing fancy lenses, think that their eye color has to match their character's color, which it doesn't. That is completely irrelevant to your costume. In fact, most of the time you can't even see what color contacts are in your eyes unless they're like bright red. So in any case, what happens is that these people, instead of doing the research, instead of going to an optometrist, they just are like, hey, look, some contacts, I'm gonna buy those, I'm gonna put them in my eyes, without learning how to clean them properly, how to store them properly, how to insert and remove them, how to deal with an expiration date, all that stuff which you would learn if you visited an optometrist. I guess they don't want to waste the time or waste the money in many cases when they think they already have perfect vision, but not only will it help you with the taking care of your eyes and taking care of yourself, but an optometrist will let you know what size and shape contacts you need, because there are different sizes and shapes, as well as just checking your general eye health, because you might have a pre-existing condition that you don't know about, which isn't a problem when you're not putting a piece of plastic in your eye, but it could definitely be aggravated by wearing contacts. So what I'm saying is, go to an optometrist before buying any contacts. period. Please listen to me. I myself have been wearing prescription clear lenses since I was in high school, but I only just started recently picking up the colored lenses because it was only about a year or two ago that I found a source that was reputable and that had designs that I liked and wanted to wear, and which were affordable. The problem with prescription lenses is that they cost more than regular non-prescription contact lenses. And if you do need a prescription lenses, people will tell you that you can layer them. Just put the colored lens on top of your prescription lens, it'll be fine. It won't necessarily be fine. That you can seriously damage your eyes that way because it really reduces the amount of oxygen that your eyes can get. And it can also ruin your contacts if they get stuck together. English. Arrgh. But contacts, this subject. Arrgh. Take care of your eyes! So, let's say you've gone to the optometrist, you've had your eyes checked out, you know what you need to be buying now. The second part of the problem comes into the equation, which is getting good quality lenses. Now, you're gonna have to do some research, and again, I'm not gonna tell you go to this site or go to this site. I'm not endorsing iFairy, but that's where I bought my last batch from and where I bought before, and I liked them. I've also tried Geo. They were good as well. There are a lot of brands out there nowadays of colored contacts and circle lenses, so you have a lot of options and there are a ton of websites out there. You could find a fantastic one that I didn't mention. That doesn't mean it's not any good, so I'm just right there. So what research do you need to do? First off, check out the brand, check out the type. The internet, whether it's cosplay.com or YouTube or just various blogs, Google the name and the brand and the color of the contacts you're looking at, and trust me, you will find reviews of that lens. You will know if it's comfortable, you will know if people like it, you know if the color actually shows up well. Those are important things to know. And once you've found a brand that people like and that's reputable, then you also want to check out the website. There are a lot of bootlegged lenses out there, and you want to make sure that that website is actually going to be sending you the item it is that they're advertising. Yeah, there's a lot to do, but a lot of the bigger sites are very reputable. Again, I suggest starting with cosplay.com because there are whole sections of the forum which are dedicated to contact. So I guess the one last thing I want to say is a repeat of last year's VEDA, which is if there is a problem with your lenses, if it hurts, stop wearing them. It's not just a problem with imported contacts, but the big North American brands as well, AccuView, and I don't know the other names of all of them, there's too many. You are bound to get some flawed lenses sometimes. It's just a numbers game. It's gonna happen. One of my first pairs of contacts when I first started wearing them was flawed, and I kept trying to put it in, but it hurt, and I thought I was doing something wrong because I couldn't see it. Eventually I took it into my optometrist because I was confused and frustrated, and she's like, oh yeah, no, it's right there. There's a flaw, there's a little tear or a scratch or something, and she replaced it. It's something that can happen anywhere at any time. So even if you get like a really reputable brand from a really reputable website, if they hurt, don't wear them and contact the company right away. Don't wait around 6 months, don't keep wearing them. In any case, I think I've said more than enough on the topic tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.